do I get started on a new project is a great question. To be honest, I stumble into them. My second book was based on discovering that my great-grandparents had died in the influenza pandemic of 1918. I didn't know it, and I was right at the moment when I needed a new project.
Usually my new projects come out of my old projects. So when I was writing my first book, I came across the fact that I was really unaware of, that Mexicans were lynched in great numbers, and that ended up becoming my second book project, and so that kind of just naturally emerged that way.
I look for things that surprise me, and often they resonate with my own life. When I started to work on homesickness, it was because I had just moved and felt uncomfortable in my new surroundings, and wondered if I was just an atypical freak or if this was part of a larger pattern in American history. And I was happy to find that it was a larger pattern in American history and I was not alone.
I think a lot of our projects start with a question, which is we want to know what has been written about X, and we find out that nothing's been written about X. And so you start off with a question and discover that no one's answered it yet, or no one's answered it well, or it was answered in a way that was 40 years ago, and we may have to, you may have to revise what we thought about that, because it doesn't seem satisfying given what else we know.
All of my books were really love affairs. They were the love affairs of my professional life, and they were all moral as well as intellectual commitments.
I have to hone in on something that I feel really matters, I feel has been overlooked, and then my job is to try to convince other people that it's been overlooked and is worth paying attention to.